The pier construction project in Iturup Bay on the island of Iturup has always been important to the development of transport infrastructure of the Sakhalin region. It would allow Kuril residents to realize their dream about comfortable descending from the ship's deck directly to the pier without using pontoons as it was done in previous decades. Obviously, the process of loading and unloading of cargo ships at the quay wall will increase significantly. But the last point in the project and start of its implementation was put by Dmitry Medvedev, who visited the Kuril Islands as the president of the Russian Federation. After his visit in 2010, the state-targeted program of development of the Kuril Islands was adjusted, and additional 600 million rubles were allocated from the federal budget, as well as 20 million rubles from the regional budget for the construction of the pier. The appointment of a single general contractor for the construction of large facilities on Iturup has been a major factor in the successful launch of this project. The search for a reliable partner for the implementation of a large volume of specialized marine operations has brought Gidrostroy director Yuri Svetlikov to Korea. Kemta construction firm was offered by agency firm Mounting as a reliable partner, having rich experience in the construction of offshore structures, including bridges and jetties. For almost 20 years, its specialists have built dozens of facilities, and the 8-kilometer bridge in Mopa, currently under construction, is considered to be one of its great achievements. For Mr. Kim, one of the Kemta construction founders who directs the international business activities of the firm, the pier on the Kuril Islands has become a challenge and at the same time a pilot project, opening the door to the Russian market, where one can find super attractive projects, such as the construction of the bridge between Sakhalin and the mainland. That is why the approach to the construction of a pier in Iturup Bay was very crucial, with the tight schedule based on days and hours rather than months. On May 17, 2012, Kemta construction specialists and technicians were mobilized, and the first pile of the new pier was driven in on June 20. It was the first record, and there would be many other records in the course of a construction activity. Close and professional alliance of specialists from Gidrostroy and Kemta construction, as well as the uninterrupted flow of construction materials, also were the keys to success. Customers' representatives, namely the development agency of the Kuril Islands and a number of specialists from the Sakhalin region government, expressed doubts that project would be completed by the end of 2012. It was the date specified by Korean specialists. Everyone said that according to construction practice it would take 2 years to build the pier. But Mr. Kim believed his schedule was tight but realistic. To meet scheduled dates meant to work 20 hours a day, responding to many emerging challenges and issues. First challenge was dredging in very hard rocky soils. Not only specialized equipment, vessels to install crane dredges, powerful compression facilities were required, but also the ability to work in high sea states. Still, the schedule was almost always met. Nearly 60,000 cubic meters of soil was excavated down to the depth of 10 meters instead of designed dredging depth of 8 meters, and this also can be called as a record. Simultaneously, the work began on the shore on the installation of reinforced concrete structures. As it turned out, Gidrostroy concrete batch plant did not have enough capacity to produce the specialized concrete in the volume required for pier construction. Mr. Kim made a decision to bring a batch plant from Korea to produce concrete of the required grade, and he himself determined the scheduled date. Yet, another key decision made by the firm management team to meet the deadlines for pier construction was that the reinforced concrete blocks for the abutment and other structures would be produced at the specialized plants directly in Korea. This has made it possible to provide the required quality of concrete products and fit into the work schedule. 230-ton blocks were delivered in 2 barges with carrying capacity 15,000 tons from Korean port of Busan in the most favorable period during 2 weeks. This is also a kind of record. Office specialists under the direction of Mr. Kim kept track of the work efficiency of each operation. Task was updated every day. More than 60 specialists, welders, fitters, concrete workers, carpenters were brought from Korea. Cural specialists from general contractor Gidrostroy have been involved at the final stages of construction work. It was a cohesive team working together with a common spirit and goals. During a rare moment of rest, Mr. Kim and his colleagues discovered with a lot of enthusiasm the unique nature of Iturup, one of the Kurile Islands. A trip to the hot springs at the foot of the volcano Baransky became an unforgettable adventure. Hot mineral springs water seemed to rejuvenate builders and inspire them with new life to set new records by strictly observing the facility construction schedule. People could take a little rest, but the equipment and machinery must run smoothly and reliably. RCD drilling rig has drilled 24 1-meter holes in the rocky soil for 40 piles, on which 147-meter berth was installed. More than 200 blocks were put in the basis of the abutment. The total length of the pile was nearly 200 meters. Properly chosen strategy for construction of the facility, the accurate selection of specialists and equipment imported from Korea, rapid response to the emerging challenges and adoption of optimal solutions to overcome them allowed the team directed by Kim Hwang-baek to conduct construction on schedule and complete it in the shortest time, that is 6 months, instead of 2 years scheduled for pier construction. Korean specialists have demonstrated their high professionalism and shown to their Russian partners that professional cooperation can be very successful in a number of new global projects planned for implementation in the Russian Far East.